Here's the piston that I took out 2 days ago. So as you can see, the top surface has been hit by the hammer a couple of times. So order of business is to even out this and see whether anything sticks out above the norm. Also then I will have to sand away these grooves. At the moment the piston rings are solidly glued in, so they're not coming out yet. And other than that, I haven't found any problems. I'll also polish it afterwards. So order of business is sand until it's flat. Then I will use wire wool to make it conform, to give it a uniform surface. And then I will put it into a media again and use a toothbrush to get the piston rings to move. I think that piston is going to be fine. Actually, let's do some scraping with the knife, as this will create some sharp edges which need to be sanded off again. Making sure there's nothing on there we don't need. That's all. So here's for the scraping. Done. I'm working with 240, a used 240. That is just until I am certain that nothing sticks out. I don't see it necessary to sand away every single scratch there is. I just wanted to be even again. And these obviously, I don't know whether I've shown this well enough, these are really brutal. So there will be some sanding necessary. As I said before, this is not how you do this. I'm aware of that. I'm doing it everywhere the same. But as I said many times before, if our man is sitting in the Sahara with a defunct vehicle and his only way out is to make it work again, so this is what our man is doing. Gentle. I do believe that possibly the first engines, they were also handmade. And they did it as good as they possibly could. And that's exactly what I'm doing here again. There's a little edge and there's a little residue. So I'll get rid of that, like so. I think we will get as far as polishing tonight. I'm taking it rather leisurely. I do the piston rings loosening up later because I guess it's fine. So that's all. Yeah, I think half of it is good. I think the piston is the smaller of the problems. Cylinder is worse. Yeah, 240 is the right tool. If you have any opinion, I'm really hoping you'll comment. But please, we are treating this as a last resort to an option where there is no option, okay? So just bear with me. So here's our man in the Sahara, and this is what he has. That's his piston. So what is legit? What can he do to get himself out of this fangle? Okay? So don't tell me this is not what you do and you need to buy a new piston, blah blah. Oh man, he can't because he's alone. I would say it's legit to say that this engine will burn a little bit of oil, but it will run. So, I will now call it a day with this paper and go for something slightly less coarse. 600, 400. And it's rather worn, so that's fine, you know, we just only need this a little bit, make it a bit smoother. Okay, now we go for 600, 240, 400, 600. This is brand new. Do I need a brand new one? No, I don't. How about it? That's 800. It's 2 course here. 800. 800. We do not know what that is. 600. Perfect. This is better. Such a mess, this paper stuff. Okay, last. Too small. 400. That must be way coarser. Let's just assume this is a 240. Right. Let's think about this. So, okay, 800 last task. It's the heating on. It's off. It's so warm. Okay. Go around it one more time. Start in the middle where the problem is. And okay, let's just go around the whole piston. Flat surface on the top, chamfer on the outside. Make sure there's no hard edge. Go around where the piston rings are. In the worst case, I'm sanding the piston rings. That's not good. I know. But what can I do? I'm definitely not taking them off because that gives a very high probability that they'll break. I'm not taking that chance. So now I'm going to use the paper like this. It's difficult. So, sanding done. I'm going to take a little artistic license here on the edge. Okay, where was that? Let's use this here. Anyway. Okay, I'm going to find this. This looks pretty good. Not that good. But here's what we do. Just sand it down and then we will see immediately how damaged this feels. Oh, there is actually rust. There is some serious rust, but that is not going to be a problem because there's enough surface for it to hinge along. Yeah, let me show you. This is not in a good condition. That's after the sanding. So we're pretty good with that. What we feel as an unevenness is negative, so it's like material missing. I can't sand this and add material, that's not going to happen. So that's our two pieces for here. So we are now going to put the sandpaper away.